First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakaha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the whole for elect, preaching His word in true sincerity to your ribs, to your sisters out there. Lord, in silence and staying in order, I say to you all, Shalom. All right. This is the people's voice, and it reads, Amazon. GA voter law is effort to disenfranchise black people. Amazon has launched an unprecedented attack against the state of Georgia by declaring that the new election integrity law is designed to disenfranchise black people. Right? There's nothing new here. Right? It's since the establishment of Babylon, it's always been against Jake, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's never been, I would say a year where it was all equal and, with how they say hunky-dory for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? Here we are in 2025. You would think that, we wouldn't be, that we would grow, I won't say we, but, Babylon will grow from this. But we all know that it never will. And there's some people who are disillusioned with the thought that this place promotes equality. All right, where we at? So we're going to read. It says, quote, it has been 56 years since the Voting Rights Act became law. Yet efforts to disenfranchise black people and other minorities continues to this day, said Amazon spokesman and former Omaha White House Press Secretary Jay Carney in a statement. Quote, the ability to vote is one of the most prized fundamental rights in American democracy, and Amazon support policies that protect and expand those rights, Carney declared in a statement. Right, these are his, looks like his Twitter or his X account. Right, you can go ahead and read these. Right, we're reading the quotes from that. It says, Breitbart.com reports the Amazon spokesperson went on a praise the Commonwealth of Virginia for its Voting Rights Act of Virginia, which has approved by Virginia Governor Ralph Northam, Democrat, on Wednesday. Quote, I am happy that the home state of our second headquarters, the Commonwealth of Virginia, is taking monumental and history action to enhance voter protection, Carney wrote. This truly is a model that other states and Congress should follow to ensure all Americans can participate in free, fair, and secure elections. Right, and I bring this out to show you that, this is not a place where you're gonna get the right love. Right, when one nation is ruling over other nations, there's going to be some discrepancies on distribution on funds, right? You're always going to have that biased, right? This is why the scriptures say that put no king above thee that is not of your own people, right? For this same reason, the Lord doesn't like this mixing of, people, right? Everybody has to be allotted their own land. This is how He always had it. For example, even after the flood, right, in Genesis 10 and 31 says, these are the sons of Shem after their families, after their tongues, in their lands, after their nations, right? So the Lord has separated them, right, for a long time. And every time there was a mixing of the people, there was always conflict. And that's the whole point, right? That the Lord, when He comes back, He's going to separate, right? He's not coming to bring together, which is a lie. It's a Christian lie. That He's going to bring everybody together. Everybody's going to be on a fire, singing Kumbaya, and it's going to be all love. No, it's not. This is Matthew 25:32. And before Him shall be gathered all nations, And he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Right? So it's gonna be a total separation of the people. And that's how it should be. Right? Not this melting pot of, you know, ideologies and things of that nature. Like, this is how wickedness is spread, and you know, because the heart of man is set to do evil, right? So if you have a whole bunch of different ideologies and strong-willed people in one room, you're just gonna have the influence of the flesh overtake that. You know, this is why, man, we should all come under one God, one government, one king, one shepherd. Because man is always gonna set to do whatever they want to do, right? As of right now, everybody is doing what they want to do. They prefer wickedness. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Right? So the Lord's going to have to definitely separate, you know, all this madness, right? Because man is like allowed to do whatever they want to do to a certain amount of time until he comes back and sets it straight. Just like in many other kingdoms, like Pharaoh was allowed to do whatever he wanted to do, right, with his sorcery and the oppression of the people, right, until the Lord showed his power against him, right, the king of Babylon, right, so on and so forth. Even Alexander the Great was killed, and evils were multiplied. So yeah, we're living under a wicked kingdom that will not let the people of God go, right? They held us fast, right? The scriptures say, you know, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn, but when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And that's what we're really waiting for, right? All these wicked decrees that he breaks, all these treaties that he broke, right? He's gonna be nothing but a memory, a faint memory, after Yahweh sets everything straight. Until then, we gotta stay strong and just, you know, roll with the punches and let the Lord fight our battles. But anyways, man, I'm not gonna make this super long. I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the hopeful elect, preaching this word in truth and in sincerity to the scattered sheep that we know on this side of the world, of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans. I say to you all, Shalom.